welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be scanning my books. Now what does that mean? There's this website called Libib where you can add your books into a virtual library. Library management web app it's called. Do I remember my login? Oh, it's right. It was right. It was right. Oh my god, I got it on the first try. Oh my god. Yes. I'm so good at remembering stuff. Yes, that's my books. Some of them. This is my non-fiction. We've got craft books. Add collection. I need a collection title. I'm gonna call it novels. Novels English. Then we've got novels Danish. Yes, library. Then I can see yes. Novels Danish, novels English, weird and funny books, non-fiction, craft books. And as you can see, I already have some of my books in here. And I bought this thing. Yes, I bought this thing, which can scan the codes that can scan this code. ISBN. I'm pretty sure it's called ISBN. So I bought this to scan so it would go easier just because it looks fun. I saw a TikTok of one who did it and got one, and I wanted to try it. So it wasn't very expensive. I'm scanning. Anyway, it's not very expensive. At least the one I got. But that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna scan my books and get them into this virtual library so I have them permanently. Okay. Sure. I get it. Right here, Stephen King on writing, very topical, I guess. And so I want to show you how I do it. Search by ISBN or keep ISBN search will auto add an item. So it's going to be craft books, I guess. And it's going, oh, you can put board games and movies, music and video games in here. I might do that too. But first one, book. And then there we go. On writing, Stephen King. There it is. Hotter and Stockton. And then I should be able to see it on the craft books. Stephen King on writing. And so, that is what we're gonna do with everything I have. Now, is it gonna be my Kindle library? No. But it's gonna be all the physical books that I have. Yeah. So I'm ready. Pew, 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 pew. You know, I'm gonna pew all the books. That sounds like I'm gonna pee on all the books. That's not a pew them. Pew, pew, pew. And I'm gonna show you my bookshelves. But first, I will say that I do have some books that doesn't have an ISBN. I have some older books. This one doesn't have one. I have multiple books that doesn't have a thing to scan. Like these books are old. So I do have some books that I need to manually type in, take a picture of the cover, and then add to the library. But I am gonna see how many I can do with this one, and that is probably going to be most of my novels that can be done that way. At least I hope so. That's what we're gonna do, but then now I'm gonna show you the majority of the books I have to work with. I'll take you with me. These 3 shelves of books. It's more like 2 that's books and then 1 that's like manga and comics. Manga is also comics, but you know what I mean. Is there cardboard in the way? Yes, don't worry about it. Oh, I have plans for this cardboard. We have my bookshelves. Yes. Oh. What you doing, Keeners? Huh? Anyways, so there's really only one way, and that is get started. And I have a lot, but I'll take this as an opportunity to sort through my books and get rid of some that I'm not going to read. Yes, that is the plan. Yeah, Kinims, are you sniffing my camera? Is it a good sniff? Uh-huh. Yeah, Kinims. Anyways, what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna take some books, go in and scan them, and then put them back. And in order this time, because they are not in order. They're just in have read, have not read. And there's a lot of stuff I haven't read and which I don't plan on reading. Hence, the purge is go. Yeah, Kinims. You're so cute, Kinims. She don't give a fluff about whether I think she's cute or not. I have a lot of stuff on my shelves. This thing that my mom made for me. I have some decoration items. Some Lego flowers that are really cute. Some that I also got from my mom. Got from my grandmother. Yeah, Kinims. But I have the books that I've read up here and here. These are currently reading. So these are the books that I'm going to take. So let's take them in to my room. We have the book, add item. This is an English novel. Oh, that's annoying. Can you see that? It should be fine. Anyways. Recursion, yes. Item added to this collection. Then we've got another novel. Also in English. We've got another one. Then we've got this big boy. This is where I had a book and the ISBN, when I searched for it, did not come up with the book. Manually type it in and see if that works. Okay, I did find it once I typed it in. It just didn't want to. I don't know why it didn't. But I got it. I got it. So that is what I'll continue to do, and I'll keep you updated. Yeah, you just comfy. But I have these books. These are my read books read English ones. I am gonna make a library collection on Libib that are all of my unread books, which are most of these. These are the red ones, and I'm gonna put them back on their shelf. I am going to follow the Libib app website thing for in which ways that they have sorted my books, and that is by author's last name. So I'm gonna just do the same there. So I looked on my phone to see whether it was an app, since it said that on the website that it was an app. And I can log in and I can see all of my collections, all of my books. Yeah. So I'm going to sort my books in order that the app does. But I am going to make another collection that is my my unread books, so they're gonna have their own specific collection, library, sortment. Huh? Anyways, they're gonna have their own, so I can update it here and there. When I've read it, then it goes into the other book piles. Other collections, yes. So that is the plan. This pile will have to go in here. And I'm gonna do that now. The lighting here is horrible, but we're just gonna have to work around that. But last time we left off, I worked on these two shelves because these were my red shelves that I have read, whereas the rest are to be read. Now there are some on here that I have read before, but I just want to read them again, which is why they're on my TBR shelves. Does that make sense? Yes. So, what we're gonna do today is, first of all, clean up a little bit. I'm gonna show you. We've got a bunch of stuff. There is some aesthetic stuff and whatnot, but then we go further down and we've got a head cap, some random paper, some clothes that hasn't even been taken out of the packaging, of course bones, dried flowers, some stuff that are really pretty but just kind of chucked on there. Yeah. And it's kind of dusty and gross. I'm not sure you can see it. So I want to give it a good clean. Yes, hello Kinems. Do you want to give it a good clean too? No? So let's get started. Woo! We can do it. Right, Kinems? And then you leave? What the hell? Okay, I guess I'm doing this alone then. The first thing to do is to access my books, so get rid of all of the pretty things. Now there are some stuff that I need to still have on the shelves while I'm trying to be organizing these, because a certain cat of mine will try and chew in it, and I don't want that. So let's get started, shall we? This, I will put it over on that table, this table, for now, and then later clean up everything that needs to be cleaned up. But I just want it off the shelves in the first place. Time to tackle this shelf. Let's just take all of it off. This is my mess of all of my knickknacks. That just stay there while I clean my shelves. What you think you're doing, Kiniums? Yeah, is it interesting? All the stuff that wasn't accessible to you before is now suddenly the most interesting thing you've ever seen? You're not the most elegant kiddos, so please don't knock anything off the table. Okay? Now that I've gotten every single knickknack off my shelves, it is time to go into Libib and make a collection. I believe that's what it's called. With all of my to be read books. I'm gonna make a separate collection for them and my other novels. Just so I have an overview and that I can, I don't know, this is just the way that I'm gonna do it. So because I do this on my shelves, then I thought I might as well also do it in Libib. I do have books up here. As you can see, I have books up here. I do need a ladder. Not a ladder? Like I guess a stepping stool, so I can get those down, because I want my Danish books up there. I guess the only thing left to do is get started. Yes. What? That is not delete item. Wow. Great. Great. Absolutely. Absolutely great. So these two I could find in Libib. These are Danish translations, I believe. These, however, I couldn't find. So those I have to search for a little bit more, or I have to manually make one. So I will have a pile of stuff I need to make here. And it makes sense. These are old books. And they're Danish translations. So it makes sense that I can't necessarily find many of them. But I will crack on and then see how many I can get. As you can see by the two piles, these were the books that I could find by scanning them. The rest I couldn't find. I'll have to manually make one, or maybe search for a keyword to see if they're there. I have some work cut out for me, I can tell. Pile I could find? Pile I couldn't find. Makes sense. These are old, most of them. They are also, I couldn't find the ISBN on some of them, but that is where I am. And of course it's all my Danish books that are a problem. But I will crack on and I'll see you more later, I guess. I have, again, 2 piles. This one, the bigger one, is actually the books that I could find if I manually wrote some stuff in and searched for them a little bit more, and I found them. These, however, are books that I can't find, so I have to manually make an entry. And that's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna take pictures of the covers just yet. I might just find a picture of the cover on Google and then use that, but we'll see. But that is where I am with my Danish books so far. It has taken quite a while, but it will take even longer to deal with this pile. But luckily I did find some of them. Hello, this is a stack of books that needs to go in, but I have a small intermission because I got book mail. I got book mail. Rebel Fire. Yes, very pretty. Rebel Dawn. I just love the smell of new books. But yes, because my boyfriend gave me the first one, Rebel Skies. And so I really liked that one, so I decided to get the rest of the series. It wasn't out yet, it just released the last one. It's just published. It first published 2024. But that means I have the whole series. The whole trilogy. I believe it's a trilogy. Anyway. So those gotta go in my TBR. My TBR collection in Libib. Yes, and that was just the small little segue of book mail. I'm gonna place the Danish books up on the topmost shelf. I'm gonna do it in the order that Libib sorts them. So I need my phone to see the order. I believe I do it by author's last name, just like the library does. Let's do it. I'll be right back. I just need my phone. Ooh. Is it fun, Kinims? It is day number 3 of scanning my books into Libib. And we're just gonna get started. We're just gonna crack on and hopefully get this done. Okay, so I don't want to go back and forth from my shelves to my computer in the other room. So I'm gonna try and see if I can't use my laptop to beep it with. So that's we're just gonna try and see if that works. And if it doesn't, then I'll have to go back and forth, but I'm just gonna try and see. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna use a book I haven't used. Book, TBR, yes. No, the hanya. It worked. It worked. Okay, good. Yeah, sometimes I can't scan it, or it scans. You can see, if you can see, that there are 2 different strings of numbers, and it's not always that it takes the right one or the one that I want. They're both right, but so sometimes I have to manually type in the ISBN, but it is what it is. Names. But I'm just gonna show you what I do with the ones like this one. I can't, like, the stickers on this is just too hard to get off. So I'm going to manually write in the ISBN. The ISBN is usually also where there's information about the book, when it was published, what publisher, what rights, copyright, links and whatever, where it's manufactured and editions and so on and so forth. They're usually also the ISBN. So I'm just gonna manually type it in. And usually I can find the books that way. Now there are some books that I can't for the life of me find, even if I type in all kinds of stuff, even if I search for the title of the book. But so far there's only been 2 books. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm not sure how well you can see, but I take my book, I open up in one of the front pages, find the ISBN, and then I type it in. This one is 0, and I'm not sure if you can see it. Usually, there are dashes in between some of the numbers in the ISBN. You just disregard those dashes and just write the numbers purely. Only the numbers. Now that I have, as you can see, written in the ISBN for this one, I'm gonna hit enter and we're gonna see if it can find it. Yep, it did. It just takes a little longer, but it does usually find them. Yeah, you wanna help me, kittens? Yeah, you wanna help me? Item not found. Time to manually test it in. Found it. You just jump down when you want to, kittens. It's right there for you, okay? Yeah. Bye, kittens. So I am almost done. I have scanned all of my novels. I do also have some poetry collections and stuff, but mostly it's novels. And I only have these left because I couldn't find them on Libib. And some of it makes sense, like there's some Danish poetry collections. This one. Then there's a self-published book that doesn't have an ISBN. Then there's some more Danish books, and then there's some really old books. This is an old copy of Oliver Twist, I believe. Yes. And then there's just, I couldn't find them on Libib, so I need to make a manual entry. And that is what we're gonna do now. Yes, so here we have it. I have put everything in on Libib. And now it is time to get these sorted and put in where they need to be in the order that I've chosen, which is author's last name. Then we've got a lot of Charles Dickens. This is Great Expectations. We've also got Oliver Twist, Nicholas Nickleby. Yes, and they go in here. Then we've got the Great Stories of Sherlock Holmes in here. There we have all of my books sorted how I want it. Now I have this pile of knickknacks that needs to go in there. Then we've got my shelves. We've got my Danish books and Danish translations. We've got books I have read on these 3 shelves. Then we have my currently reading books. And then we have my TBR on these shelves. Yes, on my TBR there are some I have read before. I have read like Jane Eyre's down there. There's some books there I have read before. I've read Daughter of Smoke and Bone. There's just some of them, but I want to reread. And those are my shelves. All of the ones that I've beeped into Libib. And that is it. I have completed scanning in all of my novels and some poetry collections into Libib. And I do have these. Some children's books, some comics, and some manga that I haven't put into Libib. I am probably going to at some point, but now I just wanted to sort out my novels because they were in disarray before. So now it's done. It's done and dusted. Can you see her? She's right there. Yeah, you're right there, kitties. Standing behind me menacingly. Yeah. Anyway, let me know if this is something you would do. Have an online library of your books. Or whether I'm just, I saw it on TikTok and then I was like, I want to do that. And so here we are. I've done it. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye-nie. Bye-nie.